Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, viewers of the African television, and welcome to yet another edition of Health Update on the African television. My name is Diana Joyce Ngwang, and I am pleased, like every other weekend, to count you amongst our numerous viewers on Health Update. I must say that the program has been properly followed in some weeks now, and the engagement is alarming. One of the people we're receiving on the program, or the person we're receiving on the program today, is someone who has followed us from online and got to us, signaled his interest on getting on this program, and here we are. Today, Mr. Justin Bakinga is with us. But then, from 2021 till today, that marks 4 years that Cameroon has been joining the rest of the international community to observe the World Day for Drowning Prevention. Yes, you heard right. Drowning prevention has become a public health concern, and it must be taken care of or looked at precautiously. So it is against this backdrop that Justin Bakinga is with us today on the set to talk about drowning prevention, what the country or what individuals even should do to ensure that the number of cases of drowning are reduced in Cameroon, in Africa, but the world at large. This will be after the transition. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are pleased that you are here with us today. And as I was saying at the very beginning of the program today, we are receiving Mr. Justin Bakinga. He is a specialist in the affairs of drowning prevention. We will give him the opportunity to introduce himself properly. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Joyce.
How are you doing?
I'm so great.
How is your weekend going?
Yeah, very good. Because yesterday we observed our World Drowning Prevention Day, which is an event that is being organized by the Royal Life-Saving Society-Cameroon branch under the supervision of the World Health Organization. And we are doing our best to save as many lives as possible.
Great. So I was saying that I will give you the opportunity to present yourself properly because I may not do justice to your title. So tell us, who is Mr. Justin Bakinga?
Well, Mr. Justin Bakinga is a drowning prevention advocate. He's the founder of the Royal Life-Saving Society Cameroon since 2007, which is almost 18 years ago. We started this program because I lost an uncle to drowning when I was still a child, and this incident, this tragedy, really shocked the whole family because besides, the body was not recovered. So from that time on, I decided that when I will grow older, I will engage myself into fight against drowning.
That's a considerable stride. So now let's get into the crux of the matter. Can you explain to us what drowning prevention in essence is, and what does it involve to make someone a drowning prevention specialist?
Well, drowning prevention is a discipline which is focused on preventing drowning through water safety education, survival swimming training, life-saving training, first aid, and life-saving sport. Everyone around us could drown if they are not educated, if they are not trained to swim to survive, if they are not swimming under supervision by the lifeguard. That's why we put all these elements into one bucket to call it drowning prevention strategies.
C'est devenu une épidémie. C'est devenu une épidémie au Cameroun, mais aussi dans le monde. Pourquoi est-ce que l'Organisation mondiale de la santé a décidé de parler de cela, et pourquoi est-ce que c'est encore négligé à nos jours?
Eh bien, parce que la noyade ôte quand même 300 000 vies par an. Ça, ce sont les statistiques de l'Organisation mondiale de la santé. Imaginez, dans une population comme Yaoundé, 300 personnes meurent par an.
300 000
300 000 personnes, je m'excuse. 300 000 personnes meurent par an chaque année à Yaoundé, finalement la ville va se vider. C'est donc ce que la noyade cause comme dégâts dans les communautés, dans les familles, dans les pays et à travers le monde. Raison pour laquelle l'Organisation mondiale de la santé, avec ses partenaires, comme la Royal Life Saving Society-Cameroon, travaille d'arrache-pied pour trouver des solutions durables qui permettront de réduire et même d'éliminer complètement la noyade à travers le monde.
Alors, est-ce qu'il y a des régions ou alors des pays qui sont plus touchés par la noyade?
Bien évidemment. Nous avons, au Cameroun, nous allons commencer par le Cameroun, nous enregistrons environ 1178 cas de noyade par an, ces statistiques.
Dans les seules villes de Kribi et de Limbé? Ou alors même dans des piscines?
Eh bien, Douala, Limbé, même dans le nord, vous vous rappelez que récemment, il y a eu plus de 10 cas de noyade qui ont été enregistrés dans le nord suite à des inondations. Et ces noyades sont comptabilisées parmi le nombre de noyades qui arrivent dans le monde et qui privent les familles de leurs talents et de leurs. Donc nous travaillons dans le but de réduire et même d'éliminer ces taux en encourageant les gens qui fréquentent de l'eau, qui habitent au bord de l'eau, d'apprendre à nager, d'apprendre à sauver les vies. Et puis, les autorités doivent également faire le nécessaire pour mettre en place des politiques qui permettront de circonscrire ce type de tragédie tout en mettant en œuvre des stratégies qui permettront de réduire le taux de noyade à travers le pays. Et puis, sur le plan international, les deux continents qui sont les plus touchés par la noyade, il y a l'Afrique, il y a l'Asie, et puis il y a l'Amérique latine. Parce que dans ces espaces, les cours de natation ne sont pas encore quelque chose qui sont facilement accessibles à tous. Et donc, il faut mettre sur pied ces programmes pour travailler dans le but de réduire le taux de noyade.
Have you ever seen somebody drowning?
I have saved lives.
You have saved lives?
Yes.
Can you describe to us one of the situations in which you saved the life of someone who was drowning in the waters?
Yes.
A concrete example.
2 years back, a child was drowning at the swimming pool. A child was following his ball. The ball fell in the water. He was playing with the ball.
About how old?
A child of 12 years old.
Okay.
He was following the ball, and he didn't notice that where the ball was going was the deepest part of the pool. So when he got there, his legs could not touch the floor, and he panicked and started to drink water. I was even in the changing room. The mother cried. When I heard the mother screaming, I rushed. I came out from the changing room, and I dived in the water and pulled the guy off the pool. That's how his life was saved.
But have you ever witnessed a situation where you cannot do anything?
Personally, not yet. Not yet. But recently in Kribi, we recorded 4 cases of drowning, and 4 children drowned in the same spot at the same time. That was the 2nd of April. That was shocking for the whole community, for the whole city of Kribi, because those children were in opposite. They just came out from the school
and decided to go swimming.
Exactly. Their friend was celebrating his birthday, so it was for them a time to enjoy and relax in the water. And the worst happened. Nobody could be saved. So these tragedies are occurring in many areas in Cameroon where people are desperate in the water. There's no one who has a skill to rescue him in order to avoid drowning from him. So we are encouraging the population to register into life-saving training. This is the best way to reduce the high toll of drowning. People should learn to swim as well. It's the most important.
it is important to say that it has become a veritable life skill that everybody should be able to acquire, especially those who travel out of Cameroon. But then what are the most effective and low-cost activities or things that communities and families could do to reduce the number of drowning cases that are recorded in Cameroon as of now?
Yeah, we believe that prevention is cost-effective. What can we do in prevention is, firstly, educating the children and adults about water safety. Education involves like, don't drink alcohol and go to swim. Don't go swimming after eating a heavy meal. Don't go swimming when there are not lifeguards to supervise you when you are swimming. Don't go swimming in dangerous areas where there's rip currents, if it is the ocean, there's fast-flowing current in the rivers, or if the river is muddy, or if the lake is muddy, or if there are other animals, aquatic animals that can harm your life. Those are the main important measures that everyone should take, and parents have that responsibility to educate their children, to let them understand that as long as you are swimming in an area where there's no lifeguard, if the worst happen, there's no one, definitely no one, who is going to save you. And the government should make sure that swimming program and water safety program are included into school curriculum. As other countries are doing. That will definitely help reducing the height of drowning that we are witnessing here in our country.
Now, you have said that taking swimming lessons are also very important, but how accessible and how cost-effective are these swimming lessons for the regular Cameroonian?
Well, that is really a challenge because many families have serious financial problems, being that the swimming pools are places where people pay to get access, and swimming lessons are also paid. So this can be organized into communities with the support of councils or the ministries of sport, the ministries of education. They should normally invest some fund in order to bring together swimming teachers who are going to teach the children survival swimming, water rescue, and first aid, in order for this population, which are the future of the country, to keep their life safe and prepare the future safely.
Exactly. The question I was going to ask you was what you think government should do, but then that's the answer you gave me already. So, j'aimerais savoir, qu'est-ce qui vous a motivé, à part le fait que vous ayez perdu un oncle étant un peu plus jeune? Je ne pense pas que ce soit la seule motivation que vous ayez eue pour devenir a drowning prevention expert.
Personnellement, j'ai failli me noyer à 2 reprises quand j'avais 10 ans.
Alors, ça veut dire que vous aimez beaucoup l'eau?
Oui. Vous savez, je suis né, j'ai grandi à Douala et en saison sèche, il fait extrêmement chaud. Et nous vivons dans des cités et il y a des piscines. Il y avait une piscine à la cité, SIC, là où j'ai grandissé, mais les parents ne nous avaient pas autorisés à aller là-bas et ils n'étaient même pas prêts à payer des cours de natation pour nous. Donc nous, dans notre enfance et dans l'inconscience totale, nous partions dans les rivières comme en Dokboung. Il y avait des rivières là-bas. C'était encore vraiment naturel. C'était comme un petit village. Et on y allait à cœur joie, les enfants inconscients, pour jouer avec d'autres camarades et nos amis, sans savoir que l'eau avait les différents niveaux. Donc moi, je suis entré dans l'eau. Je voyais les enfants de mon âge qui allaient un peu plus loin. Je ne savais pas qu'ils avaient déjà...
Vous avez dit pourquoi pas.
Voilà. Donc j'ai pris ce plaisir d'y aller. Malheureusement, j'arrive à un endroit où je me rends compte que les pieds ne touchent plus le sol. C'est là où je commence à prendre conscience que je suis vraiment en danger et que je peux perdre ma vie ici. Il fallait trouver une stratégie pour sortir de là. N'ayant aucune formation, n'ayant aucun savoir-faire de base, j'étais vraiment coincé, il fallait néanmoins sortir parce que dans ma tête, il y avait un souvenir qui m'était venu parce que le papa disait, c'est lui qui va nager. Si j'apprends que quelqu'un allait à la piscine, il sera fouetté. C'est pourquoi j'ai dit aux parents, dire aux enfants, si vous partez là-bas, je vais vous fouetter, ou ne partez pas là-bas, vous dites ça simplement, n'est pas suffisant. Parce que dans mon cas, s'il fallait s'arrêter là aux ordonnances ou aux instructions des parents, je ne serais pas parti. Mais l'excitation d'y aller, l'envie d'y aller, la chaleur accompagnant tout ça, je me suis retrouvé là où je ne devais pas me retrouver parce que les parents ont dit de ne pas y aller. Donc les parents doivent s'assurer que les enfants apprennent à nager. Il n'y a que le savoir-faire en natation qui peut mettre votre enfant à l'abri de la noyade. En plus des conseils que vous lui donnez, donnez-lui l'opportunité d'apprendre à nager. Car c'est le seul moyen qu'il a pour se défendre face à l'eau. Parce que l'eau n'a pas d'amis, l'eau ne choisit pas sa victime. Il est important que tous les enfants apprennent à nager et ce sera bien pour leur sécurité.
Le 25 juillet, chaque année, vous vous joignez à la communauté internationale pour observer la journée mondiale dédiée contre la noyade. Et puis, quel est le message que vous passez cette année? C'était hier, vendredi. Quel est le message que cette année vous passez?
Nous disons à tous les parents, chers parents, les enfants sont l'avenir. Les enfants sont le demain. Nous leur donnons l'éducation scolaire, ce qui est magnifique. Mais cette éducation peut être perdue en 30 secondes. Parce que la noyade peut survenir juste en 30 secondes. Que les enfants soient bacheliers, licenciés ou même des agrégations, s'ils ne savent pas nager, ils n'ont pas fini leurs études. Finir les études, dans le sens de la prévention de la noyade, c'est aussi pour un enfant de savoir nager, de pouvoir faire au moins 50 mètres de nage. Children should be able to swim at least 50 meters. That is the requirement. If the child falls in deep water, he has only one thing to do, is to swim back to the edge in order to survive. If you offer an education to children, they have to go to school, which is brilliant. They have to acquire knowledge in technical skills. But if they cannot swim to survive, that cannot help them if they face a water situation that can cost their life. That's why we encourage all parents to make sure their children learn to swim. Many will say it's very expensive, but try to cut down the cost for other hobbies that you're offering to the children and focus more attention, because swimming lessons does not take a long time. It doesn't take a whole year. In 12 to 20 lessons, a child can swim normally. He can perform swimming in 50 meters and survive.
If a child wants to take swimming lessons with you, for instance, how much should the parents be able to budget?
It depends on areas. It depends also on teachers. Because
I'm talking about you, and you're based in Douala, littoral region of Cameroon.
I work both in Douala and Kribi.
Okay, so now if a child wants to take lessons with you,
yes,
how much should the budget of the parents be?
For a month, it can be 20,000.
Okay.
That 20,000 will include once a week. It includes the pool, it includes the equipment to learn to swim, and also the transport for the teachers. Okay, because there are equipments? Yes, of course.
Like what?
We have noders, we have swimming rings, we have swim fins, we have a lot of equipment that enable the child to develop his skill as quickly as possible to become a person who can swim to survive safely.
Now, what's the message to government?
To the dear government, especially the Minister of Education, the Minister of Sport, and the Minister of Territorial Administration, we have plenty of water.
Well, the Ministry of Health too, because it has become a public health concern.
Absolutely. Thank you for that reminder. We have water everywhere. We have the rivers, we have the lakes, we have the sea. Drowning does not only happen when people go for swimming. Other people cross the rivers to go to their farms, to go to their villages, to go to schools. And if the boat capsize, people will drown. Please, we have to help our population by making sure all the boats have life jacket, so that when passengers are on the boat and they are crossing a river, they have their life jacket on. This is a governmental policy that needs to be implemented. Children should learn to swim from the age of 6 at school. From the age of, they can learn to swim from the age of 6. The Minister of Sport should also encourage the creation of clubs in the schools and make sure that all the cities, especially places like Limbe and Kribi, where you have those oceans, all children there are doing their swimming lessons. And swimming lessons can not only carry out in the pool, you can also teach people in the sea, using some places in the sea where water is not too rough and that not too deep, where the tides are not too strong. Those are the measures that should be taken. And one more, lifeguard. We have noticed there are not many lifeguards on our beaches.
Yes.
And this is an important point. And even some swimming pools don't have lifeguards. Something is missing. This is human resources that are necessary on the water environment, because the lifeguard's role is to educate the population, to supervise people who are swimming, and to rescue people who are drowning, as well as to perform first aid when someone is not breathing. So if we continue waiting, when we lost 4 children in the same spot at the same day, that is going to completely finish the population.
Eradicate the population.
So we have to do something. The government have to support this organization and this initiative. We are doing the best we can, but we don't have the support of the government, especially financial support. If we had the support of the government, we could train us thousands of children free of charge, because the teachers has to be paid to train thousands. It's just like a school teacher.
Of course.
He's paid, and
plus it's a job. Every job needs to be paid.
Absolutely. That's where we are heading to, and we are just continuing sensitizing, and the program like your program is very useful for this kind of initiative, because many people did not know that there is a World Drowning Prevention Day. But thanks to you, people can know now that every year we celebrate.
This has become a public health concern, and that every year it is available to celebrate with the World Health Organization. Now, just to close the interview, can you give us a word about the RLSS, which is the organization for which you work and for which you're probably founder?
Thank you. The Royal Life Saving Society is a Commonwealth organization founded in 1891 in the UK, with the only purpose to prevent drowning. And it has spread this knowledge across all the Commonwealth countries. We are working with at least 36 members across the globe. That means in Africa, in Europe, in the Americas, in Asia, where young people are encouraged to learn life-saving skills. And we deliver certification which are widely and recognized, like bronze medallion. The bronze medallion is the first certificate for lifesavers, and where a lifeguard or a lifesaver learns survival swimming, rescue skills, first aid, to prevent drowning and to save life in his community and across the world, wherever he found himself.
Thank you very much, Mr. Justin Bakinga, for sharing with us your expertise. I think one day or two I'll come and take lessons from you, so that I will not drown.
You'll be welcome.
Juste derrière, mesdames et messieurs, retrouvons Rosine Somba. Elle a les astuces de la semaine.
Les obstructions respiratoires désignent le blocage du passage de l'air dans les voies respiratoires, empêchant ou limitant la respiration. Ces obstructions peuvent être partielles ou totales et sont souvent causées par des corps étrangers, des gonflements ou des accumulations du mucus. Pour soulager naturellement l'obstruction des voies respiratoires, plusieurs méthodes naturelles peuvent être envisagées. L'inhalation de vapeur, l'hydratation, le lavage nasal et l'utilisation de certaines plantes comme le géranium rose ou des produits naturels comme le miel. L'inhalation de vapeur, aussi appelée fumigation, peut aider à dégager les voies nasales et à humidifier les tissus irrités.
Je commence une inhalation dès le début de mon rhume. Je suis quasiment sûre en fait qu'il va partir et que je ne vais pas avoir besoin de me soigner après avec autre chose.
L'hydratation, boire beaucoup d'eau, peut aider à fluidifier les mucosités et à faciliter leur expulsion. Le lavage nasal, il peut être effectué à l'aide d'une poire nasale composée d'eau et un peu de sel et est très efficace pour dégager les voies nasales. Le miel, connu pour ses propriétés anti-infectieuses et apaisantes, peut être consommé pur ou ajouté à des infusions pour soulager la toux et les maux de gorge responsables des obstructions respiratoires tant chez les adultes que chez les enfants. Les gouttes issues des essences de plantes, les essences d'huiles essentielles, de menthe poivrée, de clous de girofle, d'étain, de cannelle et de lavande peuvent aider à dégager les voies respiratoires. Notez qu'il est tout de même indispensable de se reposer car le repos est important pour permettre à votre corps de récupérer et de combattre l'infection. Lorsque les difficultés respiratoires surviennent de manière subite, il est important de vous asseoir droit et de vous pencher légèrement vers l'avant ou utiliser des oreillers pour soutenir votre tête et le haut de votre corps. Si après toutes ces méthodes naturelles, vous vous sentez toujours gêné, il est important de consulter un professionnel de la santé qui pourra mieux vous conseiller. Voilà qui met fin à notre astuce cette semaine. Rendez-vous la semaine prochaine pour une nouvelle autre astuce.
Merci Rosine et à la semaine prochaine si Dieu le veut. Les conseils du docteur cette semaine encore, c'est une signature mature de notre docteur, le docteur Tsatsop Cyril Thibault. Bonjour docteur.
Salut, aujourd'hui je suis là pour te donner un conseil que tu dois mettre en pratique immédiatement. Je pense que toi qui me regardes, tu as un frigo à la maison ou bien vous avez un frigo à la maison. Alors, combien de fois par semaine ou bien par mois est-ce que tu nettoies ton frigo? Tu n'as jamais pensé à ça. Tu n'as jamais pensé que c'était utile de nettoyer le frigo de façon régulière. Alors, laisse-moi juste t'expliquer que quand tu laisses un frigo pendant des mois, des années, sans jamais nettoyer ce frigo dans ses profondeurs, ce qui va se passer, c'est que ce frigo, sur le long terme, va devenir un terrain fertile pour la croissance de bactéries. Alors, ceci est très fréquent, surtout dans des zones où on a des coupures d'électricité qui peuvent être fréquentes. Ce qui va se passer, c'est que le frigo, qui à la base devrait être un endroit où la nourriture se garde, va devenir un endroit où on va avoir une prolifération de bactéries et conséquence, quand vous mettez votre nourriture à l'intérieur du frigo, cette nourriture va être contaminée par des bactéries et sur le long terme, vous risquez d'avoir des maladies comme des maladies inflammatoires de l'intestin qui peuvent être des maladies chroniques avec des symptômes et des signes très difficiles à gérer sur le long terme. Donc le conseil que j'ai pour vous aujourd'hui, autant pour moi, c'est que si vous avez un frigo à la maison, vous devez prendre l'habitude de nettoyer ce frigo au moins une fois chaque 2 semaines. Prenez l'habitude de retirer tout ce que vous avez dans le frigo, vous nettoyez profondément, complètement pour avoir un frigo qui est toujours propre, un frigo qui finalement est utile pour contenir votre nourriture et non qui est un terrain pour l'infection ou bien pour la contamination de vos aliments. C'était le conseil que j'avais pour vous aujourd'hui. Je vous donne rendez-vous bien évidemment pour une prochaine vidéo. D'ici à là, on dit merci docteur, prenez soin de votre santé et à très bientôt.
Merci, docteur, et à la semaine prochaine. It is on this note, ladies and gentlemen, that we draw curtains on today's edition of Health Update on the African television, while hoping that you learned one thing or two. Do well to register your children for lessons in swimming so that they do not drown, of course. And then do well also to follow us on our various social media handles, notably on Facebook at Health Update Vision 4, but also on YouTube. The page name is Ngwang Diana Joyce. We have a number right below our screens through which you could contact us Propose to us topics you would like us to discuss, medical doctors you would like us to receive, but also health specialists in various domains. Like today, Mr. Justin Bakinga was here, of a different domain from what we see in the regular hospitals. And that's what we want to school Cameroonians, but also the world at large on, that the health problems or a health problem is not only one which you can solve in a hospital. It can or they can be solved at various levels of life. Stay glued to the rest of the programs of the African television, ladies and gentlemen. The rendezvous is taken for next week, Saturday. Good evening.